I'm in a body that's not my own. The lack of control makes me feel as if I'm merely a passenger in this ride I call my life. The loss of autonomy over the things that happened to me has taken a toll on the person I am today. I find myself lost, unable to get back to the person I was on track to becoming, before my innocence was stripped from me like it was worth no more than the clothes on my back. The birth-given right to choose what does and does not happen to my body, an obligation I possess with pride. The security once I hand stripped away as a consequence to your needs and desires. The illusion of consent is
My name is Sierra Deval, and I'm the co-founder of It's Her Business. It's Her Business is a social enterprise that aims to work for a purpose and a profit.
As the outreach director, I am responsible for informing the community about It's Her Business, and more importantly, to provide information for those who need to rebuild their lives about It's Her Business and what we can provide.
We decided to start It's Her Business because we're all very passionate about poverty, lack of education, and sexual domestic abuse.
Awareness of the effects of sexual assault on not only the survivors, but the ones around them. And I hope that It's Her Business becomes a platform for those individuals.
What we do is simple. We source out jean jackets and we repurpose them for sale to help causes such as poverty, lack of education, and sexual domestic abuse.
The founder and creative designer for Iris Black, I am partnering with It's Her Business. My creative design for these jean jackets is women empowerment, to show women even after you've gone through something in your life, it is still okay to be beautiful and live in your own skin.
We knew enough was enough when we saw these children, and we knew that if we left them behind, no one else was going to help them. We also knew enough was enough when we saw the amount of resources that are made available to countless amounts of people every day, and they don't utilize them.
It is used to justify the reasons I said no, and you insisted on proceeding. If I were to write a book on all the waves I said stop, the conclusion to be drawn would be, oh, you let them on. You see, if you read between the lines, you'll see you truly insisted. We seem to be flowers, a part of a garden whose nature is to take from us, one petal at a time until unrecognizable to oneself, left to convince ourselves we are still the same beautiful creation, despite the obvious realization that we no longer approve of the object staring back at us in the mirror. The object created against our will, the new anatomy of my soul, consists of confusion and anger. The taste of forgiveness, now bitter on my tongue, reminds me that my molecular makeup has been altered. It seems like every time I find stable ground, I'm swept off my feet. The waves leave me on a beach of isolation.
Sexual assault is any unwanted sexual contact. It's that simple.
Acknowledging that sexual assault is real comes with a lot of strength that fear prohibits, thus creating the endless cycle that we see in today's society.
Someone who's been sexually assaulted shouldn't blame themselves for it happening due to the simple fact that they didn't choose to be sexually assaulted. It just so happened to happen to them, and that they shouldn't take any blame towards it at all.
Believe survivors. This happens to way more people than we would like to believe, and all of us probably know a survivor, whether we're aware of it or not.
This sort of trauma, so severe, becomes an internal conflict, and I think the best way to help someone is by listening, being there, and showing them support.
Victim blaming is wrong because it's not the victim's fault, it's the rapist's fault, and the victim should not feel like they're blamed for what someone did to them. And just because a woman has shorts on or tight pants on doesn't give anyone the right to do such a horrible thing.
When you take it upon yourself to touch somebody inappropriately and rob them of their innocence and their voice, you're wrong. And nothing that I said or did warranted you to do that. So It's Her Business is literally that vessel to help people get their voice back. And that's what we plan to do.
It makes me sad knowing that my friend has this happen to her, and it's like, you never know, you never think it's going to happen to you, and like knowing that it happened to my friend made me feel sad.
The best resource for survivors is advocates. They are there specifically to support survivors and to help them through whatever process they want to go through and to provide them with all of their options. Counseling, I also really recommend. There are specific types of counseling methods that are geared towards treating post-traumatic stress or dealing with coping with past trauma. There is also, of course, the police or campus safety or Title IX on different campuses if people want an investigation and if they want to try and seek justice.
I don't know what else to say besides the fact that enough is enough. And I will not sleep until I help everyone that I possibly can.
The message I would like to leave with everyone is that it doesn't end there. There's so much more to life, and it doesn't always look like it, but just around the bend, there's a happier place.
For more ways to support It's Her Business and to learn what we do with our jean jackets, please follow us on Instagram at It's Her Business and online at www.itsherbusiness.com.
I was lost, driven out of my sense of self and left to find my own way back, been robbed of peace of mind, expected to act as if my identity was still intact, as if it wasn't pulled apart piece by piece. Each time I was told not to worry, each time I was told it's just a game, each time I was told to close my eyes, I told myself it was okay. When I reopened them, the sight so distressful, it reopens the stitches that held together whatever was left of the person I vaguely remember. I was lost because the footprints left behind while running from the pain only leads back to a place I never wish to return to. I was lost because what you took from me was me, a piece of my puzzle, therefore I never feel complete. I was lost because what you did to me, trust so broken the own sound of my conscience is misleading. I was lost because you chose to feed yourself needs at the expense of my sanity. You lost because now I'm choosing to heal.